Hi, everybody. My name is Zach, and this is Layer Quick Bytes, where in 10 minutes or less, I'll show you all the amazing things you can build inside of Layer. So let's get started. Today, we're going to talk about purchase orders and how we can link them to Revit. So I have an example project up here that we're going to use. So I'll walk you through quickly this example project. I basically have three categories listed. I have my products, which is basically my product library for this project. I have purchase orders, and I have my company directory. So starting with products, you can see that this is a list of every product that exists in my project. You can see that I have images, a status, a unit cost, the type, the manufacturer. So if I click on one of these, like this L desk here, you can see we have some photos of the actual desk itself, and the status, the type, a manufacturer from our company directory, and any of the other product details that we might have. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how we can connect these products to our Revit model to pull out quantities and locations of these products. And then we'll actually create a purchase order with this product information. So you can see that below these three categories, I have a model connected to Layer, where I have a few categories here. So the one that we'll look at quickly here, just to review, is my furniture category for my model. And I'm going to open up the all furniture view. So you can see that basically we get a full snapshot of all of the instances of furniture in this category. And I can quickly search to filter down this list. So maybe we'll look for the L desk. And you can see that I can see these three L desks in my project. When I click on one of them, I can see the details of the model, including what parameters exist, the phase it was created in, the level it's on, and even the room that it's inside of. We can also create a model view field to show specifically where this item is at inside of my project. So I'm going to create this field, and you can see that now it's going to show me specifically where this piece of furniture is at inside of my project once the model loads here. And that'll be true for any of the pieces of furniture that I click on from here. So I navigate to this piece of furniture, you can see it's going to show me where that's at. And I go to this one, it's going to show me the same thing. So we can pan around and zoom around and look at where this item's actually located. Okay, so this is my actual model. Now we can actually end all of the instances inside of it. We can use the model as a way to navigate this category as well. So I'm going to click on my model view category, and you can see that I can see my my 3D model. Here, we can quickly ghost or hide everything that is not a piece of furniture, since that's the category we're looking at is furniture. And lastly, we can cluster all of these elements, which basically takes everything outside of that category, sets it down side by side so I can get a quick snapshot of what's in my project. So if I click on this L desk, for example, I can see all of this information about this L desk. Okay, so the power though in this connection to Revit is our ability to pull Revit information into other categories. So we're going to go back to our products category, and I'm going to open up this L desk specification here. And you can see this is all the details that I can then edit and change. Like, for example, if the list cost is actually $14.99, I can change it there. And we can set things like the desired quantity of these items, etc. But you'll notice as I scroll down, I have a field here called model quantity, and this is telling me that there are 3 of these desks inside of my project. So I'm going to show you how we can create one of these fields from scratch to start to quantify items that are related to this specification. So the important thing to focus in on here is inside of this category, I have this field called item tag. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to look for anything inside of Revit where the mark is TA2 or matches this item tag. So I'm going to go to edit fields. We're going to create a new lookup field, and we'll call this model locations, because we're basically going to look at the rooms here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a automatic lookup, and basically we're going to create this criteria where in my products category, we're going to look at the item tag, and in my Revit furniture category, I'm going to reference the mark. Now, we could use any Revit parameter to match up this criteria. So if you have a custom, a shared parameter that you use to identify objects, or whatever, the type mark or any other parameter, basically you're just creating a match between the products in this category and the furniture in this category. So the field that I'm going to look up, in this case, I'm actually going to look up the rooms. So we're going to use spatial relationships and say, look at rooms. And then we're going to create this field. And so what this is going to do is basically it's going to look for any items that matches that TA2 in my model. And what it's doing is it's finding those items. You can see that this is the little hover box below. It says this is an L-shaped office desk. But what it's looking up about that item is its location in the model. So these are the 3 rooms. And what I can do is I can quickly choose how I aggregate this information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do unique. And so now we can see that I have the location along with the number of L desks that exist in that location. And so setting this field up once, I can go to any of these other products now, and it's going to show me the exact same type of information. So let's go to the armless lounge chair here. And if I scroll down to the bottom, you can see that it's going to tell me my model locations there are 3 in the lobby 102. Okay, so how do we get this information now into a purchase order and generate a purchase order? If we look at the purchase order category here, I'm going to pull up all of our purchase orders, and you can see that if I click into one of these, I have details about the purchase order, including the requester, the terms, the category, sales tax, the invoice file, and the items that are related to this particular item, along with the subtotal and the final amount. So we can quickly create a purchase order by clicking on that plus button down there. And this is where then we can fill in all of this information. So maybe the purchase order date is tomorrow. Requester is Zach Soflin, net 30. Do FF&E, and I'll select a vendor here. We can add any additional details. We can enter the sales tax, shipping, etc. We can use calculations to do this as well, but I'm just going to enter these manually, and then we can select our individual items. Okay, so and then we can also update the quantities themselves. So you can pull those in automatically from Revit, or you can update them directly. You can see it's going to give me a subtotal there, and then I can see all the vendor information and everything else. So in order to share this purchase order now with somebody, we're going to go to a new view for my purchase order doc. And we're going to open up the purchase order here. Oops, sorry. Hit the refresh button. Sorry, I have this filter set accidentally. There we go. Okay. So, and you can see that when we go to our purchase order here, all of our information is filled in here. And this is our list of items we're purchasing along with the quantities, showing any additional details here. And so all we have to do is click here to export this to a PDF, and we can download this report. And basically it's going to show me a version of this that's in a file form. Sorry. So once it's done creating, we'll have our purchase order. Also, it will generate a shareable link that you can send to somebody as well. So you don't even have to download the file. You can just copy the link and share on its way. So I'll download this file here and I'll open it up. There we go. So you can see we have our PDF purchase order there. All right. That's all we have time for today. Go ahead and scan the QR code in the top left corner if you want to find out more information about Layer and how we can 10x your work related to buildings. Thank you.